Hello and welcome back to Mr. Red Dragon 543, and today we are continuing our shark adventure. So we are going to go into the depths. We're going to try to find so we're going to go into the ocean here, so just gotta make sure not to get into those orcas because right now they can be pretty strong for me. Now we're still in the Guelph. This isn't too bad. So once we pass here, we're gonna head right into the ocean.
The ocean waters are driven constantly by tides, currents, and Saudi-owned super yachts.
Now I gotta also be careful because, like I said, there's great white sharks and stuff here, and orcas. Orcas are the ones that are more deadly, I would say, because they actually know how to fuck you up.
The sea wolf remains acutely aware of anything that might constitute food. Sometimes even sharks just need to turn.
Really dead for it.
This protein supplement has 0 additives, so the shark doesn't have to worry about hidden artificial colors or flavors. The appetite of this shark is nearly insatiable. Even the self-driving technology of Gazorpazorp is not without its reliability concerns. Prosperity Sands features glittering white beaches fenced off for the sole enjoyment of the ultra-rich, mega-rich, and bull sharks have a habit of gobbling up anything that finds its way into the water. A bull shark is an animal of broad dietary proclivities.
Oh, it seems like there's a lot in this area.
demonstrates the importance of getting enough minerals in her diet. Kingfish are rich and flavorful, making it completely worth the risk of ciguatera poisoning.
Clone head.
When it was discovered that their Stonehenge replica was astronomically misaligned, enraged Port Clovians threw it in the ocean.
Oh, that's a good one. So sorry now, we just gotta worry about is the orcas and that's it.
Sharks' propensity to clear the ocean of its assorted detritus is one of their most valuable functions.
Yeah, I'm just exploring and stuff. So I don't mind exploring games or collectathons.
No one
Sometimes
can
they
tell
actually
what may
very
be found in
welcoming
a
and
shark's
relaxing.
stomach. It's truly the ocean's garbage can.
Guts?
Hunger is a driving force for the bull shark. The shark arrives, bringing a sense of panic to this once festive beach.
I'll get the land stuff later. Right now, it's more about trying to find the grotto in this area too.
Concentrations of metals and hydrocarbons in the water show just how much the Gulf has progressed since Amerigo Vespucci first arrived here in 1497.
There are orcas. Replica
This
2.
recreation of the Titanic was so accurate, 1,500 people
that's the
died
Titanic,
during its
yeah.
maiden voyage.
You know, I'm wondering. Ah! Motherfucker! No. No. Big meat boys. Holy shit. expecting it to.
Supercharged with gene-altering mutagens, the shark now has an asymmetric edge on the competition.
Oh,
Sea sponges' demand for pineapple homes has sparked massive deforestation throughout Costa Rica. But being brainless, sponges rarely weigh the consequences of their buying decisions.
Yeah, great white sky, lower. Orcas. But then again, apparently orcas are really known for actually fending off sharks, which I was surprised about because there are some really nasty creatures down in the depths of the ocean that we really don't know about. And they... Yeah, there's no way I'm going to be able to fence her around. Absolutely no way. I don't even know where I'm going. I should even...
To look at the coast is to recognize that the boundary between sea and land is transitory, and that all life on Earth is just a cosmic accident. Humans have seen less than 5% of our oceans, which means there's still plenty of treasure out there for everybody. The bull has a lusty appetite, to be sure. Once you accept that our modern industrial civilization is just one among many that have risen and fallen, then you can finally surrender peacefully to our inevitable collapse. The predatory scavenger is often quite content to dine on whatever wastes fall to the ocean floor.
Well, Marine Man is not friendly. Okay, I didn't even
A great
kill
way
if
to
I
discourage
went to fight.
museum attendants is to put your museum underwater.
Okay, yes, I found the hidden ground. All thank the heavens.
The solitary hunter stumbles upon another source of nourishment. Even for sharks, it's important to create personal time for sober self-reflection.
Just gotta be careful because I do not like the idea of being too close to the market. Alright, this all. Not ready to fight. Get something out. What's this? What's this in
The shark uses lipids from high-fat fare like this to help fuel her reign of terror.
Get off
No
my
one knows who
lawn!
built this mysterious underwater base, but odds are they probably own a Nehru jacket and a Persian cat.
It's really hard to get some of that green chance.
Caviar Key features painted sails, a luxury 5-star resort built over the remains of Tuna Macha, a pre-Columbian where Clovis City Council never misses an opportunity for cross-franchising.
That's let's try to say. That's a really interesting, actually.
Some sharks are scavengers, indiscriminately consuming anything that's vaguely edible. There would have been more protests surrounding Prosperity Sands were not the public already so numb about ecology. There is a very real risk of drowning while surfing, but at least you'll leave behind a cool-looking skeleton.
Mako didn't have a chance. Just like I mean, later on. now and try my best not to use a map.
An insatiable fish, the bull shark
Or
is
not.
9/10 appetite.
Because what I do is I try my best to kind of edit out the maps and stuff, so that way it's not always constant. I know, seeing a lot of menus and like Let's Plays and stuff, I always
celebrated with off-brand cinnamon whiskey and large quantities of pseudoephedrine. These scavengers of the sea are vital in cleaning the ocean floors of edible and semi-edible detritus. Port Clovis has grown bored. A shark is never one to pass up a fat fiesta. The bull shark is known to be a voracious, if hardly discriminating, eater.
Oh, Sean.
Pulling off a successful casino
Oh.
heist is made even harder when you drive off the road into the ocean and drown.
Really? You gotta be all so punny?
A quiet space is the ideal stage for the shark to meditate and harness her pure.
How's it albino short? So there's a little sign over here. It's interesting how this one, which is in the corner, you're out of
In the not so
pee-pee.
distant future,
Aww.
a young visionary entrepreneur will spot these
Why
three
is it-
shells while snorkeling and revolutionize after-toilet care.
Otherworldly protection.
While they appreciate human sacrifices, the eldritch gods of yore are seldom enthused about being summoned to Port Clovis.
Yeah, so this is one thing I thought was interesting is they could do like a DLC stuff in the future where, you know, it could have like a giant squid. Like, can you Like, can you imagine that possibility? Just think about this. Gun squids are very well known about, and they are real. So it's like that's the one thing I thought was interesting is when I found out about like some aquatic beasts. How there's some really interesting things. Like there's been people who found like
performance-enhancing mutagens provide benefits that could mean the difference between life and death.
And from the ocean wilds and stuff. Some of the shit's very interesting to say not the least, you know. There's definitely some really insane stuff in the ocean. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is, for the most part, I'm going to try to get it says that you're supposed to shake it, but I just find that, I don't know what it is. It's like almost like turning house? I really don't know why, actually. It's very weird. Yeah, so great whites are definitely gonna be big in the next few episodes. Considering I believe it's the next Apex that was playing. Yeah, so I believe it's so the Great White.
Fostering a balanced ecosystem is a complex and multifaceted process. What harm could arise from killing a bunch of seals?
I want to say that the orca is next. Like after the Great White. So it goes like Great White, orca, then... I don't want me to consume humans, but right now I just want it's over here. Oh, that's a collectible number. Snag one. Just get it in. Man, how scary would that be? Like, you go to like a beach or something and you're just like, oh. Like the great white is like right at that. Not the doorstep, but like the, pretty much like right at the base of the beach or something, or in your hometown. It's freaking terrifying. But like, it's interesting because usually the attacks, when it happens, they're more territorial than which a lot of people mistake it for, because a lot of great whites, like, I think that's the thing, is great whites usually attack due to territory reasons, not to humans. But it's definitely interesting when trespass happens, because usually it isn't, but it's usually the fault that they got in that place in the first place. I mean, you wouldn't like somebody coming into your house unexpectedly, right? You gotta think about it, like, at that point. Animals are very territorial, and they do not welcome guests having a good old time. They can be very, very vigilant and very dangerous, especially if
as we face impending
you're
resource
not trained
scarcity and
to
declining living standards,
handle
it's
it.
nice to know that in the meantime there's still a place to get a good bamboo fusion massage.
Like, what was it? There's
The bull shark is able to attain
there's
larger
some
maximal
talks about like
sizes
how a
through
lot of
selective
like
feeding.
shark movies and stuff get information wrong, for sure. One of the biggest things that I find
Not really
interesting is when they
The bull
talk
shark
about
will eat just about anything.
like, they always use great whites as like the main villainous sharks, which I find really interesting, because I think probably would definitely on one of the top lists for sure for most dangerous, but I'm not too sure if it would be considered dangerous because of those reasons, or if it's just more territorial thing. Does it float?
If you're like
Or
me,
tell
you're probably wondering
It's
what their
not
secret
root
is
beer,
for
so I
such
guess it
durable
don't float.
papier-mâché. This shark understands that she needs to eat essential minerals to stay healthy.
Man, how terrified would it be to work in the sewer, and then as you're in the sewer for like the ocean area or something, you find like a shark in that area.
A day at the beach as a summer
One
Port
more?
Clovis considered removing these naval mines after the war, but the city had already spent its annual budget booking a Nickelback cover band for the 4th of July.
Go back.
Every summer, Port Clovis
News
plays
glows?
host to the
More
Megasonic
glows,
Electro
but,
Carnival,
hold on,
giving a
I
real
got
boost to the local MDMA industry.
Party, everybody. What's up? Thank you for inviting me. Peace. Thanks to my amphibious ability, at least we can get these. Whew. Yeah. shopaholic.
Blah, blah, blah. Late stage capitalism. This shark is a sort of super scavenger, completely lacking in what may be called dietary discrimination.
Dietary discrimination. Okay. Roger me.
After the end of the tiki craze, bar owners toss their Polynesian-inspired decor into the Gulf, where their kitschy charm is completely lost.
Ew. Oh yeah. Oh shit, this is how Shrek's been going through hell. Alright, so we're back in the Guelph, and we're gonna try to get some more shark parts so we can make this game a little bit more doable for me. Not to say that it's not doable now, I just like to collect things.
This mineral supplement wouldn't be necessary if this shark ate a more nutritious, well-balanced diet.
Forgotten War.
Port Clovis has long been a
like
popular
that.
dumping ground for the military, thanks to its lenient regulations and low tipping fees.
Planes are some of the coolest inventions humanity's ever made. Like if there's one thing... Oh shit. It belongs to the
This is
museum.
quite a find.
Indiana Jones.
Although, that depends on the gold market, which has really been underperforming lately. I blame the Fed, of course, but what can you do? Goaded by lusty appetites, the shark's soul always wants to eat and evolve.
I find it interesting. One thing I would like to see the developers add, if they would ever consider this, is probably in the future updates or whatnot, or even the future DLCs if they ever listen to this. I would say add probably more component of like hunters versus wild. That'd be interesting to kind of see. Not just
The
like
rapacious rover is
the
always
level
swift,
of
searching for anything to satisfy the gluttony that is their defining
we see
trait.
now. Also in general, like, it'd be really cool to see. You know, you go into an area and you just see like, you know, hunters versus, you know, sharks and whatnot. Like, could be many.
Delved into the stomach contents of a shark is acutely aware that they'll eat just about anything.
Yeah, in order to get a percentage thing, you have to break your gauge.
The bull uses its tail. Giant monsters, or kaiju, occasionally visit Port Clovis to pregame before destroying more worthwhile cities. From the moment she's born, the shark's cold, expressionless eyes are constantly on the watch for food.
fish.
Ice fishing is similar to regular fishing, but enjoyable
Reinforced
only to
carnage.
upper Midwesterners.
Okay. Whoa, what the fuck? Don't need to equip all that stuff. It's going to surely make the fights more easier for sure. Definitely the longest way that I had to go. In the ocean flow.
Of the sea, and this one is certainly living up to its reputation.
I do find it weird how there is a cap on the limit of how leveled you can go. Jason's stuff is just really bizarre to me. So like for instance like when you I don't know, I think when it comes to games, you should be able to go to the maximum level that most games can go. Like that. This will be the last catch in this area, so...
Traveling around to the sea.
pretty good for now. Defense is really good. Reinforced cartilage. Nice. I find it interesting. You get that from the signs.